Flosstube. It's Carolyn Zook here with C Zook Stitch. Today is Saturday, June 8th, 2019. It is 6:44 p.m. I'm tired. Do you ever have those weeks when you just feel completely distracted? That's been my week. I got sick again last Wednesday, lost my voice again. Just got my voice back yesterday on Friday. So I've been a little bit distracted this week, not sleeping very well at all. For whatever reason, my brain this week let me get about 3 hours of sleep a night. Don't know why. However, last night I crashed. I slept for 8 full hours, and then I got up this morning, was up for a couple hours, and then had a really bad headache, and so I slept for a few more hours, and I'm feeling a lot better. I don't have a whole lot to share with you today, but I did want to come on and give you a short video anyway. Sorry, I just hit you. So I am working on Harbor Haven by the Bay Needle Art. It will look like this. It's in 12 parts. So it'll look like this at the bottom here when it's all done. I'm doing all 12 parts on one piece of fabric. I have parts 1 and 2 done, which are these two with the trees. And I am currently working on part 3, which is just this part with the little red house. And then I'll move on to part 4, which is the piece with the blue house. All right, so that's where I'm at, and this is what it looks like. So you can see parts 1 and 2 with the trees, and then part 3 right there. I got all of this. Part 3 was done in 1 week. I haven't stitched in about a week because of being so sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired. No, of being sick and tired. So I didn't get a whole lot done. Well, I got a lot done in the first week, but nothing in the next week. So what I have left to do on part 3 is this tree here, and then this little piece over here, this little island with the tree, and then there are some clouds in there. And then I have the back stitching. There's a little bit of fencing there. And then all of these flowers have French knots, which I need to remember how to do French knots. So that's where I'm at. It's still really fun. I'm still really enjoying this piece. It's just so much fun to work on. So that's where I'm at. Oh, and this is on 32 count vintage smoky white linen. And I'm using mostly the called for DMC, except for the water. I changed it out to a Threadworks. The number, I don't know what the color name is, but the number is 1056. And I really like the variegation I'm getting in the water. It just looks like water to me. So I'm really pleased with that. So that's my whip. That's my whip. I'm looking at my notes here. And now it's time for Acorns and Threads. This is my haul. This is going to be my new haul bag. I showed this last time when I got it from Acorns and Threads in Portland, Oregon. It's my LNS. This is a reusable bag made out of washable paper. I don't know how that works. They said it's made out of the same material that the tags on Levi jeans are made out of. You know, the tag on the back waistband. At Acorns and Threads, if you buy this bag is $12. It's huge though. Look at it. It's just giant. And if you buy it and bring it in for your purchases, you'll get $5 put on your card. And once you reach a certain amount on that card, so basically every time you spend so much, you get so many punches. And I don't know how much you have to spend, but you'll get $15 off. And I need to find out how much it is that you have to spend to get $15 off. But this is going to be my new haul bag. So I got a little bit of haul. I don't have much haul this time, comparatively, which is okay. So last time I went to Acorns and Threads, I went in there and I purchased a bunch of things. And then like 2 days later, they called me and said, of course, you were just here, but the next Glitter House came out. So they shipped this to me. So this is Glitter House number 8 from the Glitter Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. There are 9, I believe, so we only have 1 more to go, and then I will have them all. I do have the fabric, and I think I have most of the flosses, so I'm just kind of waiting until I'm in the mood to do a little more winter Christmas stitching, and then I will do that. And then my Garon Grime Guard of the Month Club. This is I get the 11 by 11. And this is such a sweet. So Daisy is my favorite flower, daisies. I love little blue, I don't know what those are, little blue cuties is what they are. And then there's little bumblebees on here. Here's a little bumblebee. Here's a little bumblebee. You see a little bumblebee? He's on there. This is just gorgeous. So Gary and Ronnie own Garan. They are from Sunshine Stitchers. Gary is on it. Ronnie's in the background, I think. But Ronnie does all the sewing, and it's just beautiful sewing. I've talked about them a lot on this channel because I really love them. I'll link them below. They do all their sales through Facebook. They have a Bag of the Month Club and a Grime Guard of the Month Club. Both clubs are currently full. But they have wait lists, so you can join a wait list if you want to. But they also sell every week. Every Thursday they come out with new bags and grime guards that Ronnie has worked on during the week that anybody can buy. You don't have to be a member of their Bag of the Month or a Grime Guard of the Month club in order to buy just their regular weekly stuff. So you want to get on there. Things go really fast, but highly recommend Garan. I also purchased this also 11 by 11 grime guard. It's a Christmas ornament because I got the big bag for it, the big project bag for it, and I needed the set because I like things to match. And then they gave me as a little gift this sweet matching bag, so now I have a complete set. This is their mini bag, same fabric inside, and this is perfect for scissors and floss and whatnot. So that'll be really great. So now I have my set, and I also have the bigger bag, which I forgot to pull out for this video. So that's my Garan Toten Bags haul, my Country Cottage Needleworks, and that's it. That's all I have for haul, y'all. I do have more at my P.O. box. I just haven't had a chance to get there because I was sick. The one thing I do have that I'm not showing in this video is my lap stand from Hearthside Craftworks, I think it's called. It's a mom and pop shop in Canada. I think he builds them out of his garage or something. Because I want to do a separate video. I want to do a whole review. I have it here in my house. I haven't even opened the box yet because I know once I open the box, I'm just going to want to put it together and start using it, but I really want to film and explain kind of the pieces. I bought several of the accessories that go along with it, so I want to kind of explain all of that as I go along. So that video will be coming. The next thing I wanted to talk about is some sowls. So I mentioned last week or 2 weeks ago in my last video, that I bought hoity-toity long dog samplers. And I plan to do this in the Jan Hicks conversion. So this is just beautiful. And I've started kitting this up. And Malene, who comments on every video. She's wonderful, very sweet. Malene and I were talking in the comments about doing a long dog sampler stitch along. I'm sure there's others out there, but we can do our own. Why not? It doesn't have to be hoity-toity. We don't really know when we're going to start it, but just know that it's in the back burner. Keep that in the back of your mind. If you have a long dog, it can be any long dog pattern. If you have a long dog sampler pattern that you've been wanting to start or that's in your stash, think about getting it out, and we'll start it. Maybe I'm thinking fall, when we're all kind of in our regular routines and maybe not traveling, not outside as much because of the weather starts turning. Might be a good time to start something like this, and it'll just be really casual. So think about any long dog sampler pattern that you will want to stitch because we'll be doing the sow soon. The other one that I don't really have a timeline for when to start, but is I also bought Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Samplery, Beth Twist. This is the pattern that gets Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation in my head every single time. But EJ from Sunshine Stitchers said she wanted to stitch it, so I'm calling on EJ to maybe consider a stitch along. And Christy, you also said that you wanted to stitch this, and we talked about doing a stitch along as well. So start gathering your materials, folks. That's going to be coming. If you have this in your stash or have been wanting it, this was only $10 at my LNS at Acorns and Threads, so not too bad. So if you want to do this, get your materials. Now, the last stitch along. But Carolyn, I thought you were a monogamous stitcher. Why are you doing all these stitch alongs? I don't know, guys. I don't know, because I'm enabled by you all. That's why. At the last Haid sale, Heaven and Earth Design sale, I bought Farewell to Anger, which is charted, or artwork is by Lenoid Efremov. It's just gorgeous. I love this. I got the beginner, which is only 89 colors. Jan Hicks has had this in her stash, and she bought it, and she got the full max colors, which has something like 260 colors, maybe even more. So we decided we're going to do a sale. Jan and I are going to do a sale. So if you have Farewell to Anger or have been wanting to do it, get your materials together. We're going to start. This is going to be a New Year start. So you have almost 7 full months to get everything together so you can kind of piece it together. You don't have to do it all at once. I have some of the threads. I still have to get my fabric and the rest of the threads, but I have less than half the threads that I have to get compared to Jan. So I just love this piece. Yeah, so we're going to do this as a stitch along, and I just think doing a piece called Farewell to Anger is such a perfect stitch along to start out the new year, you know, kind of letting go of anger, forgiving people, being grateful. I think it's just a really lovely way to bring in the new year. And as many of you do as well, I always have a word or a phrase for each year that I kind of try to focus on, and I think Farewell to Anger will be a very good one for me this year. So that's really all I have to share with you guys. I told you this is going to be a really short video. Like I said, I got about only a week's worth of stitching in. I do want to do giveaways really quick. I had a couple of these plastic canvas books that nobody wanted, which is absolutely fine. We'll just donate those, and maybe somebody in town here will want them. But oops, this book, Many More Minis, which is just a bunch of cross-stitch mini patterns, very cute. Nadine Augustin, you won this. I already commented on your comment, so please email me at czukstitch@gmail.com. Email me your address, and I will get that out to you. And then we have a couple older ones. I wanted to try to get your addresses as well. This book, which we gave away last time, Cheryl Brumbaugh, you won this. I haven't heard from you, so please email me so I can get this in the mail to you. Angela, you won the quilt book, and I know you said you were having trouble for some reason, the email wasn't going through or something, but please do keep trying, because I really do want to send this to you. czukstitch@gmail.com, and I will put it in the description box below as well. And then this seashell wreath is from maybe a month ago, or maybe even more. And I had to do a redraw because I never heard from the original winner. But Pia, I haven't heard from you either yet. So please, you won that. I would like to get it to you. So please email me and I will get that sent out to you. I actually don't have any giveaways for today. I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of at the end of my D-stash. Well, I have a couple bigger things that I want to give away, but I'm saving that for my 1,000 subscriber if we get to that point. So that's really all I have. But we'll do other giveaways as well here and there. I usually upload every 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, I will be in Minnesota. My niece has graduated from high school, and we are having a big party in Minnesota for her. Both of my folks grew up in Minnesota. My whole extended family live in Minnesota. The woman my brother married is from Minnesota, so it's just easier for our families. My folks are in Colorado. My brother and his family are in Texas, and I'm out in Portland, Oregon. So it's just easier for us, the few of us, to get to Minnesota rather than having everybody, tons of family and friends. So we will be in Minnesota celebrating her great accomplishment of graduating from high school. And while I'm in Minnesota, I will be going to Stitchville, USA, which I'm very, very excited about. So I won't have a regular Flosstube up in 2 weeks. I am going to try to take some either video or at least still pictures for you from Stitchville. I'm guessing I'll have a haul from Stitchville as well. So it might be a few weeks before I get the video, but I do want to do the lap stand video for you between now and then as well. So I will work on that, so you'll have that video. And then I will probably be back with a regular Flosstube update in about 3 weeks. Okay? I think that's all. Take care of yourselves. I hope everybody's doing well. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you guys at the end of June. Bye.